Hello there to all my pro gamer friends. This is Dad. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be going over why it's important that you pick your traits very carefully. Now, for an example wise, when I'm usually doing like YouTube series and stuff, I like to kind of pick a loadout that I feel like best represents me. But I will explain why some traits are important too. Is that, for me wise, you have all of these traits that you can pick from, and each one has its own special perks and stuff, and some their disadvantages, or however you want to see them as, depending about which ones you pick. Now, for me wise, even though I have Masquerade, because I do have like my, that side of me, I have Cringe for my funny side, and my Ideal for my creative side, but again, this is more of my when I'm doing YouTube series type of sim, but because the ones that I normally run when I'm doing this, because I don't usually put some of these in here, or like for example wise, I will mostly put Music Lover. Now, besides from the what it says in the description, one thing too that it doesn't tell you is that perks do some different things in game that it does not say specifically in the description here. For example, for Music Lover here, it says these Sims gain powerful moodlets and boost their fun need when listening to music and become happy when playing instruments. Now, I like to have this not only because I'm a music lover, but I play guitar. So this will help my fun need in different ways. But one thing it does not tell you is that when you are listening to music, regardless of how you're listening to music from a jukebox, earbuds, depending on what you own and what you don't, as far as packs and stuff goes, that this one gives you a specific, special thing to do with it that you can't do with any other traits as far as I'm aware of, which is with Music Lover, they listen to music deeply. Now, which is adds more detail to people who are music lovers. And, you know, and other things too that I do also upon my sim. Like for example, when I am playing my sim stuff off camera, when I have Dodger, I put Dog Lover. Now there are interactions that you cannot get if you do not have Dog Lover with a dog. For example, wise, like you can, for when you get them to companion, there are certain interactions that you cannot do with dogs that you can't do with the Dog Lover trait. Now, I don't really know if it's the same way with cats because I don't really play with cats that often because I'm a dog person, but like you can let the dogs lick you. You can do other things that it will say specifically that is to this trait. Now, I know there's another trait here that I can also pretty much go over, like the loner one, even though this is another one that I picked too because I'm not really a social butterfly and I can usually talk to myself for most time, but that's a different perk, trait in itself. But with this specific trait, loner, you don't get more intense that your social need is low. Or you get intense around strangers and become embarrassed more often by social rejection. Now, which basically means that you won't really get, negative movement that interrupts, and that's another one that I usually run. There is a specific perk. I forget if it's lazy or something else, but there is, I guess, where one of these like lets you, even though you're lazy, like when you're in the shower or whatever, you will pee in the shower, and I guess that somehow, you know, that settles their bladder. There's crazy things that you can find out with each one, because I don't know all of the answers to each one. And then Nate-wise, your sim will more likely pick up dishes and stuff if you don't feel like constantly clicking whatever that Marcus getting to a point where your sim gains this trait, depending about what packs and stuff you have installed that may allow you to do so. Now, besides from all of that, pick the ones that best pick you if you're going for your sim self, and whatever which one you're trying to represent your character, have fun with it. Sometimes, I do recommend, going with different traits, just so you can kind of get an idea of which ones are more fun for you and more. And yeah, sorry if I dragged this on longer than I need to, but that is why picking traits is important for your sim and how it can impact your fun. Now, in the next one, I'll be going over a very important section of the creating your sim start, since we're still in the beginning stages here in this tour guide. But anyway, I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope this was very informational. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.